Okay, let's do that. So what I'll do is now let's start working into different passes. Okay, go to the render pass. Let's create our first pass. We'll create a Jurong favorite pass, which is beauty pass. Beauty pass. Click, select the furniture, add there. Okay, for the beauty pass, create the shader for everything. Okay, I will show you guys how to create your own shader for every separate pass, as well as how you can use the mental ray function, render passes function. So it will create all for yourself. Okay, both will do that. And first what I have to do is beauty means on flat colors, nothing else. So we can take our Lambert ambient maximum, diffuse 0, load our image, turned off, and I will take a diffuse. Okay, and name this beauty. Assign material. Okay, let's see. Okay, flat. Okay, nothing else. Okay, so my diffuse pass is done, also called the beauty pass is done. Now what we'll do is this one will say ambient light. Okay, we'll make an ambient light, add selected, mental ray, and direct image based light, hit create. Of course without final gather it won't work, so always turn on the final gather. Load our HDR. Okay, that's my HDR, and what I have to do is it's very huge. Let me reduce the size. Okay, oh, it's still very huge. What I need to do is I need to do the almost appropriate placement. So when I go to the camera, okay, and okay, the houses are there. Okay, so that needs to be that side, right? This red house towards that side, and this main house towards the back. Red house that side, this house towards back. Okay, that would be the right position according to the camera. Okay, and now one more thing is whenever you include the HDR, when I hit render, it will render with the background HDR also. Okay, so first let me create a shader, hyper shade, and again I'll use a simple Lambert with the pure white. Name it as diffuse light, and let me apply this. And if you want, push a little ambience so it will be a little more stronger. Okay, just a slight bit, not too much. Okay, and let's check with the render. Now when I render this guy here, you can see that we are rendering with our background too. Oh, it's too much time. we made a very big mistake. In the beginning itself, when I download the image, I should check it out the size. I didn't realize to check the size actually. And it's unnecessarily making it extremely slow. It's making it very slow. I think we can still do it without disturbing our perspective. I think I can do it. Let me see. See, you can see that we are getting a light, but we are getting a background also. You see, we are getting some background. That is a flower background. Okay, it's not good. Okay, so whenever you apply the HDR image, make sure you select the HDR. Okay, go to it and make sure you are into the right layer. Actually, into the master layer itself, go turn on the render status, final gather, turn on the primary visibility. Okay, when you turn off the primary visibility, go to the ender any pass, primary visibility turn off. Okay, secondary reflection I don't need, I only required as a final gather. Okay, so let's test the render first. Am I getting a same render region?
Shaman, where's the light on this chair?
Sorry,
Where's the light on this chair?
light.
Because you apply the color as white color, then how can I see where's the light?
What is okay? I will show you. No problem. I will show you. It is actually not a pure white color. If I save this image, and in Photoshop when I choose a dropper, when I click it, you can see there's a little bit of information of RGB also. It's not a pure white. It's too heavy. It's too heavy.
Reduce the size, the render size.
Render size. I will try it.
Because now it's 4K times 3K.
I know it's extreme huge, man. Did you see? Okay, Jurong, did you see this area here? It actually happens because the light source of our image. Okay, and it have a certain amount of color also. It's very slight, but very subtle, but have. Let me check if the thing what I did is if I turn off my ambient and let me save this image and render region again. Will it get more colors information? If it do, we'll do that. Oh, okay, we can keep it just like this itself. Okay, because it's more prominent now. You can see it's looking much better, more prominent. All right. Okay, so our indirect light is ambient light is also working fine. Our render is taking too much long time. So what I'm gonna do is let me again open my Photoshop. Let's shrink our image. Let's say by 25% or something. Um, oh, let's see what is the original size. Awesome, it's huge. Image, image size 4000. Okay, I'll make it to 1500. Let's see is first. I don't want to lose any. Ah, that's enough, yeah. It's decent. It's enough. Okay. And I say resized. Go to the master layer, man. Yes. And what I'll do is frame camera, resolution 4000 by 3000. Select camera, control A, environment. Why?
I think under render setting you have to change, right? You have to change.
I was checking with the resolution, but okay lah. So what's the size we take? Let me take a look. 1500 1125 15. So 1125. 1500 1125. All right, without disturbing anything, it fits there. Okay. So now I think it would be much better. We can much faster now. Okay, yeah. So we got our job. What we need to work, it's working fine. Okay, we updated without changing any scene. Okay, it changed it exactly without making any disturbance of our background. Why this computer is so slow? Thank you, sir. Stuck. Of
Shama, for the shadow task, right? Instead of lighting up the scenes ourselves, can we use the HDR to get
no,
the shadow?
no. Always better. Always get the shadows also. Even though the shadows are very light, as I show you guys, we still have the shadows. Shadows are very soft. They're very soft, but we still have shadows. File, save scene as. You see here, I show you guys here, this area, we have shadows, but shadows are very soft. Okay, so we finish with the beauty, ambient. Let's do with specular and reflection. Specular. All right. Now this is very interesting. When I do specular and reflection, it's two different properties here. One is wood. Okay. Specular. Let's first finish with the specular. There's a wood which is low reflection, low specularity, but the nails and the rivets there, they have a higher specularity. So what we can do here, I will create a separate shadows. Separate shaders with Blinn, of course. Specular wood. All right. Into the specular wood, in both the cases you have to make the color black. This specularity, make it soft. Okay, soft specularity, that's my specular wood. And again take another Blinn, that is my specular nails. All right, color pure black. This one should have sharp specularity. Okay, see the difference between both? Okay, we get these two as a separation. We can always emphasize, enhance, or control it more when we do the comparing, because we have a separate data. Okay, so let's apply it. I think in my texture editor, as you can see that our UV's layout is quite clean. I select all these faces. See, it select all the nails here. Assign this. Shift select, so it will flip the selection. Apply this. Right? Simple process, right? So it helps you to separate both. Okay, now exactly in the same way we can do with the reflection also. Reflection wood, reflection nails. Okay, different reflections, and that too we can control it. Nails color in all the cases should be black. Reflection should be stronger, higher. Okay, reflectivity, make it higher. And reflection wood, again black. Make it the highlights exactly like this, softer. Reflection, even make it to 0.3. If I need, I will reduce it even better, even further. All right, so exactly in the same way we'll did that. Add selected. Hey, I didn't make any keyframes. Break connection. All right, and I say specular nail, select object from material. It won't select anything. Why? Because it only is associated with that particular layer. So again we'll go to the texture editor, no problem. Reflection nails, assign, shift select, and reflection wood, assign. All right, now for the reflection we need HDR. Okay, so I go Where's my ambient light? Yes, there we go. I select specular, add selected, and turn it on, but it would be visible in environment, visible in ref reflection, secondary refractions, but not as a primary visibility. Okay, we don't need final gather. We already did one final gather, enough. You don't need final gather for all the, see, unchecked it, ambient, create layer override, checked, unchecked it. Okay, so for everything we don't need final gather. It saves. That's how you can plan it to save your render times. Only for ambient light we need. Okay, reflection for specular. Okay, now that's the time for the specular. We need to create a light source. Okay, so what is a light source? Light source would be all the way to the top and towards that side in frontal. That's why we are getting nice clean. Okay, and you can get the shadows to that direction, means light should be somewhat here. With specular layer selected only, create light, and I say area light. Okay, they don't have their those tools, you know why? Okay, so go to the light, look through you, where is it? Panel, look through selected, so I can see my chair according to
the tool they put in display, rendering,
display,
rendering,
rendering,
yeah, camera light, menu, yeah,
this one,
yeah.
there we go. Yes,
I don't
that,
know why I hide.
because they don't have anything good and creative tool to be created, so they are just fooling around for making new version without any sense. Okay, that's my specular. Let's see. See, the rendering is so fast. You know why? We turn off the final gather. Previously it is taking time, unnecessary, because the final gather is on. Okay, we are getting this specularity. Alright, that is the specularity we have. I can always soften it up anytime. And let me go to the reflections, render region. Let's see how much reflections we are getting it. I hate this computer. I hate it. I hate this computer. I hate this computer. It's so slow. Okay, so that's the bit of a reflections we are getting it here. All right, so we get beauty, ambient, specular, reflection. Yes.
Sharpen like the Luna Hunter, are we going to go for realistic style? As in
Now display, rendering, camera. How to turn it off? Display, yeah, rendering. All right, that is my AO. Okay, let's select our only bench, and now what we have to do? Create polygonal plane. To manipulate everything. Okay, that's it. We don't need more area, everything to be covered. No point. It's enough. It will cover up everything. So both the objects, add selected, right click, attribute editor. Uh, set occlusion. Okay, now whenever create an occlusion, it creates a unnamed shader. Make sure you always named it. That is the surface shader that is doing a AO. Name it. That is my AO. Okay, otherwise it will be confusing whether it's a surface shader or the AO pass. Okay, now this is important. We'll make it to 24. Okay, I'm not going to 60. It's unnecessarily very heavy. Or we can try it. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's check. Now, did you see the AOs around it to all the pieces here? AO is very strong, very clear. Means it is not spreading like this. It's not spreading anywhere. It's shrink. Okay, do you see all these wooden pieces also? It's only to the lines. Okay, only to the lines. Right? Here also, very soften up. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to shrink our AO. So that's where we're gonna spend a lot of time. The ground ones, it's coming out good. Okay, but we need to shrink it. So okay, let it be there. Okay, select, go to its attribute, AO, and what we have to do, we need to play around with the spread. 0.5 and render region. That would be a trouble. Max distance 0.1. Okay, let's check it out with the 1 first. Then we'll start shrinking the area. Something like this. Okay, I'll make it a 0.8. You get the approximate close, as close possible during your render passes itself. Try every single information as close possible, as accurate. Okay, don't think that, okay, fine, everything I will do it in comp. That's not a very good way. Comp will help you to, of course, try to control it, but it cannot change completely drastically from one to another. Okay, so always try to do it as much during your render process itself. I'm quite satisfied with this one actually. Okay, quite satisfied. A slightly 0.65. I actually hardly see any difference. Let me save it and make it to spread. I will, let's say if I tried it, 0.8. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. All right, we'll go with this one. Okay, our AO is done. Make it to push even a little further. You know what you can do? You can make this flat surface, because our surface ground, it's flat. In the photograph, it's grassy, slight unevenness. You can do that. Okay, only what you have to do is go to the master layer, center, freeze, delete history, and let me save the comp. I think it will again still take like 1 hour or something. You guys have any class? I'll see you guys at 2 to 10, around 2 or to 10. Okay. Let me check with the what's the time.